All right, Marcos Villegas here with Eric Del Fierro, the trainer of Dominic Cruz. Your man is defending his title this next Saturday against Faber in a third fight. You've seen him. This is the first time he's had back-to-back fights in a really, really long time. You as his coach, how do you see his spirits and what do you make of him finally getting back-to-back fights?
Good. I mean, he's excited. He's motivated. The camp went great. So we're just finishing up camp now and getting ready to fight next week. But now he's good. I mean, he's got, like you said, 2 camps behind him. So his body's nice and strong. So we should have a good performance from him on next Saturday.
Looking at him, how is he doing in weight? Because I know with California, the whole new rules, do you see that having an effect so far?
No, he never has weight issues. He's never had them. I mean, other than being injured, he's got up to about 170 right now. He's floated around 150. I think usually the week off, he's probably within that 8% range. So, and the California, the new standard's actually pretty slick. It's nothing crazy. So,
tell me, is it easier having a third fight with someone, or is it harder in terms of Uriah Faber?
I think all rematches are more difficult. I think all rematches create a bigger challenge to the fighter specifically, because you always expect you want the guy not to change, but they always change. They always make improvements, and it makes them train harder because they already know what to expect. So no, I think Uriah is going to be the best Uriah ever. Especially because these two hate each other. They always bring out the best in each other.
Have you seen a lot of dramatic changes in his style given from the last fight?
No, usually my game plans are built around our fighters, meaning what Dominic brings to the table. We don't worry about what Uriah brings. We kind of know, we kind of get a feel for him. It's more adjusting to it that first round and going to work and just creating offense like we always do.
How do you feel this fight's going to be different than the other 2 fights, or do you feel it's going to play out the same way as the second fight?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know what we've done in camp, and I know Dominic's 100% ready. We've done everything we're supposed to do. Is just show up and fight. I don't make predictions. A good Dominic, when Dominic's in shape, when Dominic's focused, he'll smoke anybody, and that's just him.
Now, looking at him, how has he grown from all this, and how do you see him coming out of the Dillashaw fight into this fight?
I don't think it has anything to do with the Dillashaw fight. I think it has to do with where he's at in his growth, in his own personal growth. And I think he's in a good place now. He knows that fighting is secondary to his life, and that he just loves doing what he does. He's grateful that he's able to fight, able to compete, and he just looks forward to getting back in there. He's in a good place now, and that's good.
Were you happy with the performance he had against Dillashaw, or did you see some things there that he may have been rusty? I know he doesn't believe in rust, but you as a coach, how would you assess that last performance?
No, I mean, we were happy. I mean, we ask anybody what they thought. Everybody expected him to be rusty, expected him this, that, whatever. Dominic went out there and did what we expected him to do. I think more it was dependent on what Dillashaw did. We knew what we were going to do. If Dillashaw played the game we expected, it was going to go fine for us, and it did. And it was nothing we didn't expect. So, like I said, other than him having a little problem there with his foot, it was no big deal.
From what you've seen, do you feel he's going to be more dominant based on what you worked on in this rubber match?
I don't know. It's like I said, I don't want to make predictions. I know what we've done, and I know where Dominic's at. Like I said, Dominic right now is focused. He's in shape. By all means, he should be in there, taking care of business quickly.
I know you don't want to predict anything, and I'm trying to more or less get a feel at what you think sets them apart. Obviously, his style is a big thing, his movement and mobility, but the night of the fight and coming into the next day, what do you feel we're all going to be most surprised with in terms of what Dominic does?
I think Dominic already surprised everybody just coming back into the game the way he did. What we do expect is that Uriah's game is a defensive game. He moves backwards. He tries to bait guys into challenge, rushing into him, and that's the only adjustment we've made. We expect it. We know it. He's done it to everybody, and he keeps doing it, so that part hasn't changed. It's Dominic being focused, setting up the right combinations, and just being effective.
I know this is like a cliche question, what's in the future, but you as a coach, do you feel that the current guys at bantamweight are close to Dominic, or at least caught up, or do you feel he's still a few levels ahead of everybody?
I think you answered that question yourself, man, by asking it. You know what I mean? I mean, let's keep it real. He's made advances over those 4 years that he was out, which people didn't expect him to. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a little while before somebody catches up, but this is mixed martial arts. You know what I mean? We respect everybody, and we expect the best guys to show up every time, and if you don't respect them, that's why you lose.